Sector weather update. large sandstorm is approaching. Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching. Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Hey man, who this?
Merc.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm not
I
doing
remember
much.
a conversation this morning about the ships and the bugs.
Yeah,
Fallen.
yeah, yeah.
Guess who raided one, and as soon as a worm appeared, my game crashed. I lost everything again.
Oh,
Yep.
Jesus. That's fucking brutal.
Yep.
That's brutal. Yeah, man, those things are death traps.
Yeah. It sucks because there's such a great spot for the. What's crazy is so I landed on top like normal, which has always been safe. The top at the like bottom left, which is the most important one.
Yep.
Cool. Jump back up. And then I get off of it and land on the right hand side, then go up to the right hand side. And I couldn't quite get an angle to hit the top of it, so I just dinged it. And I was like, whatever, it'll fall off like normal.
Yeah.
Falls off, and then the worm pops up. I'm like, all right, well, screw it. I'll just leave. I go to climb in my Orny and crash. And I'm like, because like, there's no chance it's gonna reset and I can get back in before that worm takes it.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Zero chance. What is this? I just got a content error. Content corruption detected. Steam will validate your files. The next time you launch, the game will now close.
Huh. Yeah, that might have been.
Yeah,
It might have had to do with your crash.
uninstall. Yeah.
Got some corrupted files.
Should I just uninstall and reinstall?
Can you do a verify game cache?
I guarantee I can, but it actually did that on the startup. So I think that's the problem. I'm gonna uninstall fresh and then
Okay.
reinstall.
Yeah, you might have to. Yeah, that sucks though.
I won't take long. Well, it won't take that long, but I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was because just like a weird fluke, it crashed or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it was running a test of some sort, but no, I bet that is what happened. Somehow when it updated this morning, I got some sort of issue. That's dumb, man. But here we are. What have you been up to?
I'm risking life and limb collecting stradvium and titanium in the PvP sector.
Okay. Right on.
With my assault. But so far so good. Apparently there's a big brawl going on in F6 right now.
Okay. I was gonna say I actually walked away with 600 melange today as well.
That's good.
From this
Excellent.
morning, yeah.
That's awesome.
Which is by far the most I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Prior to that, the most I've ever gotten is 200. So
Yeah, morning harvest is the best. It's the best way to go.
yeah, at least learning and making progress there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I lost my scout with all the MK6 parts on it.
Oh.
So it's like I didn't. Yeah. I don't know what my net profit was for the day, but it is a lot smaller than it otherwise would have been, if not negative.
It's part of the I've lost like 6, almost 7 assaults. So
Yeah.
and I think I've lost a scout, maybe a
Well,
scout
I've
or
lost
two.
3 scouts and 1 assault.
Yeah, it's part
All
of.
of which have been from like bugs, except one. One was when I first started playing. Well, that wasn't a scout though. That was a sand bike. I went up to one of the crash sites, like in the Haga Basin, like entry zone, and as soon as I started looting it, the whatchamacallit started going, and I was just like, huh? What? Like I'm new. Like I was
Yep.
like, okay, let me finish. I'm gonna finish looting this container. I jump off it. I jump on my bike. Gone. It was just like, it felt a little quick, but I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like this is welcome to Dune.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The first few times, like my assault blew up or I got shot down, I was just like so demoralized, like questioning, do I want to keep playing this game? It's just like
That's me right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, is it worth the time sink if I'm gonna have to keep redoing the things that I have just done?
Yeah, yeah, and
Like,
it is
I
super
haven't-
demoralizing. But eventually, like, you accept it as part of the game, and now that you're at the stage where you're like you're getting 600 melange a day, you can go out tomorrow morning and do the same with stradvium and titanium. You can rake in a
Correct.
buttload of it, right? And once you get your buggy with your MK6 cutter ray, you're raking in the duraluminum like crazy. So building an assault, building an MK5 scout, like, it's not a big deal. You'll learn to not be really, unless you're really confident. I wouldn't be bringing anything MK6 out into the deep desert. During the morning, you're probably safe. But at nighttime, I would avoid it unless you really, really know what you're doing and know the people on the server and where they hang out.
My thing for that is, I can't speak for the assault at all, but the increased maneuverability and so, like, I will say I love my internet. My game has already reinstalled.
Nice.
So, but anyways, like the increased maneuverability, having the wings, the engine, and the generator specifically on the Scout.
Yeah.
So not the whole thing, but just those 3 parts is outstanding. Makes a huge difference.
Yeah, you can
in,
just
like,
outrun.
how it
You
feels
can
and reacts.
you can just outrun
Yes.
people most of the time, right? Or outclimb them,
Yeah, there's-
whatever you got to do to get away from rocket
There's
fire.
been a couple times where I'm coming up to a spice, like a probably a medium, probably not a large, probably a medium, and there'll be a couple of scouts or something that will see me, and they'll instantly like flick at me and start coming at me, and I just pause, turn, and then dive, and they're never gonna get within range to catch me and actually like do anything. So that's my safety precaution. If I have, like, it looks like people are guarding it, then all right, I'll let you have it when I'm solo. Like, that's fine. I don't have rockets. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Let me just keep my orny. Like,
Yeah. But after you lose your first 4 or 5 or 6, you start to like,
what?
you just
Which
like
is
whatever.
right where I'm at.
Yeah, you
And
start to just accept it, and it's like it's okay. The game is still fun, and then you will recover. Like, in the end, you're gonna come out ahead for sure.
True, but I mean, it does feel rough because I've had 4 clean wipes from worms due to bugs in the last week.
The bugs, yeah, that's
so-
there's nothing you can do
and
about
that's-
that. It's just awful.
And that's the frustrating piece. It's like, I'm like, yeah, but that shouldn't have happened.
That's
like,
right.
The worm shouldn't jump 400-ish meters out of the ground and then eat my assault
Yeah.
with a full load of spice. Or like, I shouldn't have the game just randomly crash after touching a fallen shipwreck.
Yeah. So you've had bad luck with bugs, and
Correct.
I've had bad luck with griefers.
Correct.
I've
But I
never
haven't been
died due to
griefed.
a bug. Yeah.
And I haven't been griefed.
Yeah.
So we're like the opposite of each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm yeah. Yeah, different experiences, but
Yeah.
It's just
Same feelings for the
it's the
most
same
part.
feeling though, yeah. Like 'cause when you're getting griefed, you're just a solo dude in your shitty little
Uh-huh.
assault, carrying your spice back to your base. Like, ooh, I got some spice in, and like 3 scouts are just like rocketing the shit out of you, and you're slowly dying. There's no way to defend yourself, and that's like the shittiest feeling. You can't even fight back. There's nothing you
Sure.
can do. It's just
Sure.
it's just a gross feeling. But yeah, in the end, I'm coming out ahead, like much far ahead. So and I'm getting
I don't
better
know.
at the game. So like I know it, like when I'm in my assault, I know exactly what to do when the rockets start flying to get it. I just gotta climb, and as long as I can stay above 750, which I can easily do in this assault with the MK6 parts.
Yeah.
Like I'm confident I'm okay. That the thing I just don't want to happen is to get caught on the ground.
Yep.
So
That's I'm like, if I could do like I would have actually preferred though like to get ganked,
yeah,
because
Oh,
at least
yeah.
I'm not losing all of my items. Whereas
true.
like
yeah, that's true.
I've had to full replace everything, and that just takes time. I was happy though. Jesus gave me a couple of things to get back on my feet.
Okay, nice.
He did it before I wiped. But it was like a preemptive, sweet, this will work out. And then Sin gave me another a scout warning. It was like, hey, just make me another one later when you can.
That's good.
And then gave me another compactor,
Nice. Yeah, there you go.
which he conveniently found like another what are they called?
I got all sorts of spare parts in Haga.
Permit for
If you need parts to build like a new scout, or I think I even have some old assault wings and shit. They're not fully.
I actually have a full set of MK5 wings for that reason. Actually, I saved that, and I think I have a spare engine and generator. I don't have the like chassis and stuff like that. The stuff that you'd normally find around in PvE content for the most part when looting like boxes. What I'm trying to find now is another Taro cutter ray. Because I lost that again.
If you need an MK6 cutter ray, I give you mine, because I got 2 of them. The one I have now, it's got like 30% on it. It's not broken. They do last a long time. 30% will last you a long time, and you can have this one, and I'll just bust out my fresh.
I mean, I won't say no. I have no problem farming for the other one, but they have the same output, I think.
For the Stradvidium and Titanium, yes, they have the same harvesting capacity, but for everything else, the MK6 outperforms.
Is more?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Didn't
So
know that.
I think with Stradvidium and Titanium, yeah, they're both 48. But Jasmium and everything below that, the MK6 will get you more.
Okay.
So it's up to you. But I got a spare one if you want it. If you're in the deep desert, just let me know. We can just meet up at my base, and I can just hand it over to you.
Okay. Well, let me run. I'll run the crates really quick just to see if I get lucky with the schematic.
Yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. And then if I do, great. If I don't, I will take you up on that. That way, I'm not spending to get my first one. I think I probably spent like 15 hours going back and forth to crates to get it. Just because I went up from an MK4 to the Tarl.
Yeah.
So like this massive jump for me.
The Tarl's nice because it's like the first. It's the first. Can you mine Stradvidium and Titanium with
an MK?
with a regular
I don't know.
MK5? I don't think you can. I think you need the Taro or the MK6 to do it.
Yeah, I don't actually know, but I skipped it, so
Yeah.
I can't speak from experience.
Actually, I think you can. I think you can mine. It's just you don't get much.
It's just terrible.
Yeah, the Taro
I mean,
is just as good as the MK6 for Stradvidium Titanium though. So.
Okay. Which is mainly the thing that I use a cut array for, although it would help when I farm Jasmium.
Yeah.
And I've done that a lot lately when I was trying to build up duraluminum for the guild, but I am now dipping into what I was trying to farm so
Yeah.
that I can
Yeah.
remake what I've lost again. But yeah, I talked to Cap. I spent, I don't know, a few hours or something making cobalt paste for the guild, so I've got like 2k cobalt paste that I'll transfer over at some point.
I mine my jasmium with my buggy.
Do you have it set up permanently so you do it that way?
Yeah, like I have my base. My base is at the Crossroads trade post, and then this might be a risky spot. I might keep moving. I have it set up at the Crossroads trade post, and yeah, I just drive it right into Shoal. I'll put on my radiation suit, and I'll just carve away with my MK6, my focused MK6
So-
cutter ray on the buggy, and it just I get so much so quick.
You don't.
And then I just
One,
drive
I
it back.
need to get a focused. I need to get a focused cutter ray at some point. But you don't set up like a base on the edge of Sheol
No, I don't do that.
and then go in.
No.
Okay. Is there a reason?
Just
that's
because
what
I
was
don't.
thinking that you-
I mean, because either way, if I set up a base on the edge, I still got to transport it back to my main base, right? So either way, I'm driving back. So what I did was when I built was deciding my final base location for Haga Basin, I decided to put it right at the Crossroads trade post because it's equidistant between the jasmium and the aluminum. So
Got it.
it's a short drive in either direction to get either one, and yeah, so it's not that bad. It takes like a minute to drive into Shoal, or maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes to get into Shoal in the buggy, and then
Real quick,
yeah.
what suspensor belt do you use? Because I thought I was gonna make an Emperor's MK belt, and I hate this thing.
Yeah, use the what class are you primarily?
I
Trooper,
haven't
right?
chosen yet. No, I haven't chosen.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, I use a full suspensor belt.
Okay, I'll make another full. I missed the full. That's what I've been using this whole time. And I thought, like, hey, rare schematic, maybe it's better. I hate this thing. I'm actually going to throw it in the recycler.
Yeah.
Because I hate it so much.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Like, well, it has almost got me killed multiple times. I just forgot from the last time I had it on.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I used a full suspensor belt. It's nice. All you got to do is hit spacebar, you float up, and you keep floating. And
Yep.
and any direction you're moving, and it'll not only maintain that altitude, but it'll give you more altitude as you're holding it down. So it's really nice for traveling laterally and horizontally. So I like the full suspensor belt. That's my favorite.
What? Also, what is the, like, when you create the dagger with the worm tooth that they give you?
The Chris
the
knife.
unfixed,
Yeah.
Chris knife?
Yep.
Is it good?
It's insanely good. It's insanely good, but it breaks really fast.
Okay.
So bring it to, if you're a sword master, bring it to a PvP fight and use it. And then by the time the fight's over, it's probably broken. But yeah,
Okay,
you
'cause
can
I
kill a guy
blocked
really quick
one
with it.
once, and it snapped in half instantly.
Yeah, yeah,
So.
yeah.
Okay.
They don't last very long, but
Yeah, because it's like
but they're
193 damage.
super high
like that.
damage. Yeah. So yeah, keep it. You know, if you want to bring it into a PvP fight, keep it slotted in like one, and then have your when you're be ready for it to break, and then when it does, quickly hit 2 to go to your primary PvP weapon.
But maybe it
something
lets
like
me
that.
down somebody fast enough to
Yeah.
turn the tide of the battle or win a one-on-one or something. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Jesus gave me a Curette Viper, which I like so far pretty well.
Oh,
I think
okay,
I like it more than the Jolt knife that I was using.
Is that the rapier?
Yeah.
Yeah, the rapiers are nice. They're fast and they got good range.
Well, and this one poisons my target too, so
Yeah.
I have an advantage of a little bit of extra damage on the top. also happy that full suspensor belts are cheap.
Yeah, and they're easy to make. Yeah, easy to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So just now I have another. I would say a competent belt on, because yeah, I'm sad I wasted anything on the. Well, at least it gives me some spice infused aluminum dust back that I invested in this thing.
Yeah, I built a planner suspension belt
Okay.
because it was, in the list on the survival fabricator.
Yep.
The next one up, and I'm like, oh, this must be better than the full suspensor belt. And then I realized, no, they do not do the same thing. So I was like, shit, I just wasted my resources on that, but went back to full. So.
Well, I mean, yeah, you live, you learn. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the name of the game.
The planner's probably good for a trooper who wants to hover for a long time, because they got the extra hover damage. But yeah, for me, no.
Well, if somebody is a sword master, how do they combat a trooper?
Well, you got a close distance with them. You got to get up on them for one. And if they're up in the air, the only way to get them down is to fire a drill shot at them, because they'll be forced to have to dash out of that.
Okay. Or take the hit.
The other thing you can do to get them down is I don't know if the sugar wire claw will work, but if you hit them with a shotgun blast, it'll stagger them. Anything that'll stagger them will get them out of the air.
Drop them out of the air. Okay.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of sword masters carry rocket launchers. So if you got a rocket launcher in your back pocket, that'll take them out of the air.
That's
what stagger.
That's what Jesus told me to do. He was like, "Hey man, I would just recommend that you never go anywhere without a Regis rocket launcher ever."
Yeah.
It's like, it's just.
A lot of people carry them. Yeah.
I was like, okay.
I don't carry one, but I acknowledge that I should. I've done fine without it, but there have been times where I wish I had it. Yeah.
What was the blast that draws people in?
The blast that draws people in.
And it slows you and like sucks up your stamina.
Draws you in or pushes you away?
Or pushes you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the suspension blast. That's a trooper skill. That is super effective in PvP, especially if you got swords masters on you, you got meleeers on you. You hit that thing, that'll suck away all their stamina.
Because it's like, what
Yeah.
I probably, in my brain, I'm like, I think I want to play whatever. Oh, I don't want that would do it. But like whatever skill set will help me combat the majority of people. And it seems like the majority like to play the close knife game.
Yeah, that was definitely my experience at first, but this is just, anecdotal, right? So I don't know what the actual stats are, but like, at first I feel like a lot of people were playing Swordmaster, but now a lot of people are starting to go Trooper.
Okay.
And so like, I feel like lately my PvP encounters have been like half and half. I've even run into some Mentats too. So like a lot of people are going Trooper Mentat, Trooper Swordmaster.
That's interesting. So, because Devin Lightsword, like one of our
Dazen, yep. I know him.
I think it was him. It might have been is he the only Lightsword? Like who has a name and then Lightsword? But
Yeah, he's the leader of Lightward's Raiders. They're an allied guild. I've done crawls with them before. Yeah.
Somebody was complaining because they were minding their own business, and he walked up as if he was going to talk to him, and then like teleported behind him, stabbed him, staggered him, or maybe it was hit him with rockets, but then did like a Mentat voice control thing. Or
The Bene Gesserit does the
Yeah.
voice control, yeah.
Yeah, and just murdered him. And then they're like, I can't believe they did that.
That was Dazin?
That's. They said it was. They said like the only thing I specifically remember is their last name was Lightsword. I don't.
Yeah,
remember what
he's the
first
only
name
he's
was.
the only one. He's the only Lightsword. So,
Okay.
which is strange. That doesn't seem like Dazin from what I know about him, but I guess he's tainted now from from all the Karens, just corrupting his
and-
soul and pissing him off. He's probably just like gone full.
And that was
Full
like
savage.
I think what got brought up in the comments was that the guy looked Harco.
Yeah, he
So
might have
he
thought it
just
was
kinda
someone else. Yeah,
Went straight in.
yeah, yeah.
Or I mean, yeah, for all you like, all I know from the outside perspective, he's lying about it in chat. Or like maybe Dazm just had an encounter with somebody else and thought they were the same person. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many things that could be,
Yeah.
you know. But it's like also it's.
But I've had that happen to me. You
Yes.
know, like you're on a spice field and a guy lands beside
Yeah.
you, pretends to be friendly, and then when you're not looking and your shields are down because you're on a spice field, he just
Correct.
ganks you. Yeah. And that was
Like, you're-
before I
you're
was any
hiding in a-
decent. So.
in PvP, bro. Like, what do you?
Yeah. Yep.
What do you want?
Yep. Yep. So it happens, and I feel like I'm getting better at the game now. So if something like that happens, I could probably counter it.
React.
Yeah, react better, counter it better. But yeah, at the time, like yeah, I've been on the receiving end of some really shitty like griefing and sinister tactics.
Unfortunateness.
But it is what it is. If I ever find Karen and I see him vulnerable, I'm not. My honor goes out the window, and I will do whatever I can to just wipe him or any of his
Sure.
crew. I don't really care. If I find out they're doing a crawl, I'm getting a bunch of our boys together with some rockets, and we're we're taking out their crawler.
In that type of a situation, would you just straight up focus the crawler, or would you focus everybody there first and then do your best to take them
I would
out?
die because it's really hard to hit you with rockets if you're on a full dive.
Okay.
So if I was leading the team, I would get everyone to line up,
A large sandstorm is approaching.
dive for the center of the spice field, and then immediately target the crawler or the carrier or both while you're diving, and then just fly the fuck out. So just like
And
go in and
actually-
get out, yeah, and then climb.
Well, do you know how much armor the carrier has versus the crawler?
No, I don't.
If my recommendation would be, because you take out the carrier, and they're not going to get that crawler off the sand.
That's
Probably
true.
get a replacement carrier out there. They'll lose both.
Yeah,
You know, so
they'll lose
that's
the
why
worm. Yeah, the crawler will get lost to the worm
Correct.
once the carrier's gone. So
Correct.
you're right. The best thing to do would be go for the carrier.
Take out the carrier. Yep.
Yeah, but I would just tell everyone focus fire on the carrier, and then blast the shit out of it once it's zeroed. Then you fly out, and then and then engage the rest of their escorts after that.
Right. That would be a fun, potentially suicidal mission.
Yeah. Oh, you bring some MK5 assaults, and if you lose them, oh well. You can throw throw some MK6 rockets on them.
Yeah.
And you might not even lose, right? I mean, if you're getting out
Right,
getting outgunned, you just climb. Right? So
Man, it'd be so much fun if there was a like a cockpit mod that has put like an explosive on the front of it. You can dive like Kamikaze died on
Yeah.
the carrier.
yeah.
But
I'm sure they're gonna add all sorts of cool stuff to the game.
yeah,
They have like extra cockpit seats and stuff like that in the assault. I feel like it's for a reason. I feel like they're going to be adding more gunner attachments to them and stuff.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
yeah.
It'd be cool if they could, I don't know, maybe attach a machine gun to it or something like that. I know, like in the buggy, you can attach a rocket launcher to it and have a guy in the turret on the rocket launcher,
Yep.
firing up
While driving.
while driving. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, no, that wouldn't work. It would be funny. Can a carry-all drop whatever it has and just like let go? It can like just let go of it then, right?
I think the carry-all can drop the crawler anytime it wants to. Yeah.
Like could you imagine having a few carry-alls drop the buggies with the rockets there, and then just have the rockets go at their like.
Yeah.
I wonder if there'd ever be an advantage to that strategy, because now they have to try to fight either ground or air. They can't really. It's hard to split that focus all of a sudden.
The problem is carry-alls are super expensive
and expensive. Yeah.
And they're huge targets.
They become the huge target. Yeah.
Yeah. So you'd be risking probably more than you're going to be taking away from the enemy.
I mean, how long do the Spice Ops sandcrawler operations normally last? Do you know? When you're actually clearing a field.
If you're clearing the field, you're not going to be able to clear the entire field with one crawl, because the crawler will hold 50k spice sand. You'll get to 50k before the spice field is consumed. But I've been on crawls with Dazen and his crew, and it takes about 10 or 15 minutes, because you got to keep picking that thing up and putting it back down, picking it up and putting it back down, because of the worm.
Okay.
The crawler is a huge worm magnet.
So depending on where that large spice field is, I wonder if it would ever be worthwhile to bring the parts for the buggy, actually fly to like the nearest island, have a sand bike drop thumpers to stop like worms from going for the buggies, and let the buggies roll in with like assault MK6s.
Yeah, that would require a whole lot of coordination, and I can tell you the thumpers are kind of trash. During a crawl, I've seen them in action, and they're not good. Like it buys you maybe an extra like 15-20 seconds on the ground for the crawler using a thumper.
Okay.
Yeah, because the worm just comes, swallows it, and then the crawler just aggroes again, right? So you have to keep.
Well,
you have to constantly be dropping them.
Right. So if you had a person on a sand bike that had like all 8 slots in their inventory for thumpers.
Yeah.
And as soon as they realized one was gone, they placed another. I mean, you could at least close some decent distance doing that. But I don't know. Yeah. I'm just trying to think about what would be strategies that would throw them off. And
that all sounds really cool, and I hope they
theory.
make. Yeah, it sounds great on paper. The thing that sucks about this game is like, this is my beef. I'm gonna give you my rant. When they were showcasing this game, they were so proud of it because they were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be deep desert PvP, and it's gonna be guild on guild action. There's gonna be lots of groups fighting over resources, and then they design the game in such a way that makes people fucking hate being in groups, because number one, nobody can identify each other half the time.
Oh yeah.
Number two, your group limit is 4. Right, and so like anyone in another group, you can't identify. So there's no raid groups, nothing like that. Number 3, there's no guild identification either. So they've made it. They wanted the game to be like this big guild. They wanted the game to be this big guild on guild, group versus group PvP action, but then they made it. They incentivized. The way the game is incentivized, nobody is incentivized to group up because of all these limitations to grouping. Right, and so what is happening is that the griefers are taking over all the PvP, and so they're just flying around looking for solos to shoot down. And like, okay, so the answer to that is everyone group up and coordinate and go after the griefers. Well, you can't even do that because it's so hard to group, right? Because of the identification issues and the friendly fire and everything else, right? So it's like,
that makes
so they've made it really difficult to actually form guild groups and raid groups and stuff like that and do coordinated PvP. They just made it so difficult. So I hope they change that, because if they did, way more people would be grouping up. There'd be way more group PvP. You would see more battles for spice fields. You would see more of that really fun content that everyone wants to partake in, right?
I mean, well, example of the PvP that we were in literally like 2 days ago.
Yep.
Where we were fighting Desmond.
Yep.
And some people.
And his boys.
And had no idea.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, at least in that case, I think it was like 4-on-4, and like we could all see each other in that 4-man group, right?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if you're doing a spice crawl, two of your guys, one's gonna be operating the carrier and the other one's operating the crawler. So there's 2 right there, and like then you need an escort, and you're looking at like 6, at least like early morning. You could probably get away with 4 for an escort. But like I'm thinking like at this like at prime time, you need like 6 to 8 guys to escort that crawling operation.
Unless you're that ballsy guy doing the crawler operations by himself.
First thing in the morning, yeah, that was brave. But I was tempted to go get my fucking assault, throw the rockets on it. And,
I probably would have.
Yeah,
If
I
I'm
was
being
tempted.
honest. Like.
Next,
But-
then I could just blast him, land the assault, attach my storage to it, and then just loot all the fucking sand out of his crawler.
Yep.
Right? But
Well, I mean, and probably not, and maybe you probably had to make multiple runs, and then he would come back with an assault, right?
oh yeah, he'd come back with friends probably, or he'd come back with rockets to try to take you out. But
that's a free,
yeah,
full load of spice right there
yeah,
for like 0 effort.
yeah. So,
But yeah, nobody wants to be the Karen to the single.
yeah,
You know.
yeah,
Guys like, oh, I'm just here, minding my own business.
yeah. I would never just go
Nobody
around
knows.
griefing solos just for the sake of griefing solo. Because even if you shoot them down, like, okay, you're on a scout with rockets. What are you gonna do? Loot like a backpack full of sand? Like that's such an inefficient use of your time. You know,
Yeah.
you'd rather join the farm. You know. Yeah, unless you had your assault and you could, and you're carrying your storage in your backpack, and you could just detach the rockets and attach your storage, and away you go. But which I might do sometime. But yeah, like these groups of 2 or 3 guys like flying around in scouts just to shoot down people for fun. I mean, it's like, yeah, you're just. Congratulations, like you fought
Yeah.
someone who was defenseless. You're so good. You know, it's like
Well, and I've also seen a ton of that in chat. I haven't yet seen it in person, but so much of it
Yeah.
in chat.
I've experienced so much of it in person.
Right. Well, I hope you never get griefed, and I hope I never get another another just bug where I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
swallowed by worm for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think you're right though. It's probably worse to get eaten by the worm because yeah, you lose everything.
Yeah, it's
Blows.
and it's been 4 times in 1 week, and that's how like I felt like I've tried to restart, except for this last time. People gave me stuff, and I'm like grateful.
Yeah.
It just
That's the nice thing about
sucks.
having a guild. Like you get more support, and
That's actually why I joined
as
the
the
guild.
yeah. Well, I mean that's yeah. It's,
That's-
as we get more resources in the guild HQ, you can just go back to the HQ and just frickin' craft whatever the hell you need, right? Because there's gonna be so much of it.
Well, yeah, that's why I spent, I don't know, the better part of like 12 hours trying to farm resources for it.
Yeah.
So I get it.
So far, I've been lucky on this titanium farm that I've been doing tonight. I haven't been shot
Are you hitting
at yet.
the hot spot?
No, I'm not. I'm hitting hot spots, but I'm staying away from the ones in E6 and E4 because I know everybody's gonna want to go there because they're close to the PvE zone, and everyone's gonna want to go to those ones because they're quick, right? So I'll take the extra 4 or 5 minutes it takes to fly out further out. So I've been up in like H2, 3, and 4, getting my titanium and stuff, and so far I've been seeing I've been seeing those pentashield bases. So there's guys out here, but like they're not there right now, and I've been getting lucky. So
Yeah, so mine, I hit the massive one on F6, but every time I've flown by since, it's been
picked.
scarce. Yeah, picked, and there's been like people active there.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to find a decent place to farm, and I haven't. But I also am like terrible. I'm new to looking at that map. It's the first 2 days since I've started using the map on like whatever website it was.
The planetologist. Yeah. Matt.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'd have to look at the website, but probably.
Yeah, the one I use, it's called the planetologist.app. And yeah, it's pretty handy.
But yeah, I'm like looking at a bunch of different nodes and different counts and being like, okay, like I want to try to go here, that place is camped. I want to try to go here, that place is camped. But it shows me like this small grid and it lags pretty hard on my browser. So it's annoying to use.
Oh,
Let
okay.
me actually look at what the name of it is right now. It is Dune.gaming.tools Deep Desert.
Try here, I'll link it in Discord. This one like performs really well, and it does the job perfectly for me anyways. Let's see here. How can I send you I'm gonna send you a message.
Yep.
There,
But yeah,
I just sent you like an IM in Discord, but yeah, try that one. It's really good. Yeah, and the Deep Desert seems relatively quiet tonight. Like,
Well,
there's some fighting going on in F6. That sounds like, but yeah, like even our guild is not many people are on. It's kind of quiet today. I was hoping to get like a group of 4 people going and do some testing stations and stuff, but Captain's not on. He's out camping. He's gonna be gone for a few days.
That's still fun though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll do more of that for sure.
I'm like, if I could be anywhere right now, I'd probably actually choose camping with some bros or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, especially after the week you've had with all the fucking worms and bugs and shit.
Well, I haven't been camping in freaking forever, man.
Yeah.
I was just talking about that with some buddies, and they're like, we should go. I would love to. I always historically, like when I would go with my family, they would make called it camp stew, but like cut up chunks of steak and then carrots, potatoes, and stick it in the coals and cook it.
Nice. Yeah. That sounds awesome.
I'm like, I miss those meals.
Yeah.
A little bit of nostalgia, you know.
Yeah. Maybe some s'mores.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I notice even with the PvP, NPCs. I say PvP, but I just really meant NPCs. I suck with the sword sometimes.
It takes getting used to. Yeah, like the people when the game first came out, a lot of people would complain about the combat being clunky. And I did find that to be true until you learn how
Get like
to
a rhythm for it.
get a rhythm for it, how to jive with the clunkiness, like how you know how to move and what angles to attack at, and like what you can do and what you can't. Like once you start practicing and learning how the game works, you get pretty decent at it, and it doesn't feel as clunky anymore. But it does take a lot of practice. Whereas the shooting in the game seems to be pretty intuitive and pretty spot on.
Oh, do you remember me talking about the issue with targeting and aiming?
Yeah, your auto target wasn't really working.
So what I don't know why I didn't pick up on it earlier, but because it keeps happening. But what's happening is it stops aiming over the shoulder, and the aim goes into the center of my body.
Oh.
But I think what the game is doing is actually still aiming over one of my shoulders, and I just don't know which one.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Yeah.
And so that throws off every one of my strikes because I don't actually know like where I'm attacking.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why.
Okay. Using the comma button will change the direction over the shoulder that you're looking.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
maybe you hit a comma button by accident, and that's, you know.
I tried hitting it when it happened last time I was logged on, and it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It stayed in the center of my body, so I have to like actually physically log in or log out, log in.
That's so
to
bizarre.
reset it.
I've never had that. Yeah.
But I submitted a bug when it happened with you guys, and then another bug earlier, and explained like, hey, I actually see what's happening. This is what's going on.
Yeah. Good.
So hopefully they'll be able to hot fix it. Or if it's just happening to me, then figure out like what's meshing with incorrectly with my graphics card and whatnot. But fix it nonetheless. Fun story though. I popped into the exchange and bought 400 Spice Melange for 400 Solari.
What? When did you do that? Just now?
No, this is a little bit ago, but they were one apiece.
Jesus. Someone probably was rage quitting the game and said, "Fuck it, might as well someone else can have it."
So
Yeah.
I mean, that was a highlight.
Oh man, that's crazy. Good for you. That's crazy. Well, it's usually supposed to be like
3K ish.
like yeah, three yeah, two. I've seen it, yeah, anywhere from like 3 to 5K per melange.
Yeah, I put it back up. I actually used it, but I thought about putting it back on the market, and I looked at what the value would be, and it was like 1.35 mil.
Yeah.
And I was like, good lord, that's a win.
Yeah.
Then I also looked at the listing fees, and I was like, gosh, they're so high. Oh, hey, question about the Landsrad turn-ins. Do you have to turn in new items, or can it be the ones you find places?
That's a good question. I was wondering that last time I did one, and I don't know. You'll have to try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I have a I've been stockpiling items. I've got 75 like items that I've found right now, which either I can just sell them all at a vendor and call it a day, but I'm like, if I can turn them in for a Landsrad over time, then who cares if I keep them in a storage bin for a while and then sort by name and
when you're raiding those down ships and you see those cargo manifests or whatever.
Yep.
I always hold on to those because usually one of the houses are looking for them as a turn-in.
Yeah, I've seen those. I have, I don't know if you let me look at by alphabetical ships manifests. Yeah, I've got almost 600 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's and then you'll only need like 300 or maybe a bit less to get like the full reward. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out for which tasks are looking for those.
How does that work? Because I've gone to an individual vendor and they've said like in one case, the only one that I went to that worked was like we want 300 spice melange. And I'm like, I'm not giving you that. That's too important to me right now.
Right, yeah.
Like, I will try somebody else.
So you, if you hit L, it'll pull up all the Landsrad
Yep.
terms.
Okay.
And if you hover your cursor over one that's been claimed, it'll tell you exactly like what they're looking for, how many points you get per one. And then below at the bottom, it'll say House Rewards, and it'll show you how many points you need to get each reward.
So, but with the like, how did they get claimed?
I think it has to be a guild master. So I think if someone's going to claim it, it has to be captain.
Got it.
Yeah, I think it has to be a guild leader.
And so then the guild has to basically come together and make that thing happen.
That's right.
Or no. I can see this one's 6,400 of 70,000.
Anyone can
It's guild.
participate in it.
Got it.
But if the guild completes the task, you get like special. It's like voting power. And then at the end of the week, your guild can vote in the Landsrad to determine like what bonus Atreides is getting this week, right? Yeah.
Got it.
Sometimes it's like access to special weapons. Like last week, it was access to special weapons, and you go into our Arakeen, and you can go to the Landsrad vendor, and there were so many sweet weapons I bought. I bought like a really nice MK6 rocket launcher, which I plan to build but haven't yet. A replica pulse knife, which is an MK6 dagger. Like just the best weapons I've seen. It was really cool.
So I have a question, which you probably don't know off the top of your head.
Yeah.
But the House Divets, do you know where their Landsrad representative is?
No, I don't know off the top of my head. Whenever I'm looking for one, I usually just Google it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have a couple busted up daggers that will meet the tournament requirements.
Yeah.
And then I can find out if holding onto these items is worthwhile at all, or if I need to redo what I'm doing. Yeah, so.
I'm guessing they don't have to be fresh. I'm guessing. If I had to guess, make an educated guess, I would say any dagger's fine, broken or fresh. Might not work completely broken, but as long, but if it's damaged,
Yeah,
I think
these
you
are
could still
about
probably,
half.
Yeah, I think you'd be okay. But that's another thing you can either Google or just try.
Rift, northwest of Rift Watch. Arcane checkpoint. Rift Watch.
I'm getting a bit of lag. I'm starting to wonder if there's a lot of people around me right now. Alright, I'm gonna head up here to this island.
Yeah, I've gotten more lag lately than I have experienced in the entirety of me playing, and I've got half the time of you, like 150 hours ish.
Yeah, I find the lag was getting really bad in Haga Basin, and I find that lag is much nicer, and like there's not as much of it in the deep desert. And I'm wondering if it's all the bases, but I noticed like when I go into enemy encampments, the lag would get really bad. I'd like be rubber banding and shit and freezing. Like, and I know it's not my computer because like my FPS is like a steady 93, 100. And like, but I'm still like getting lag, so I'm like, it's just got to be the server. But I noticed, yeah, like when I first started playing the game, like I was part of the early access crew. You get the deluxe edition, you get like 5 early days.
Okay.
And like in those days, man, there like it was smooth as butter all the time, no issues. And then like after the first week, maybe it was at the influx, like the huge influx of players and all the bases going up and everything. But like yeah, like the Haga Basin just started lagging bad, especially. But I noticed it especially when you start going into enemy encampments to do PvE and stuff. Like the lag was brutal in there, and I just couldn't figure out why.
Yeah, so I've noticed it more, and I actually adjusted my, is this drum sand?
Are you in Haga?
Yeah, I'm in Haga, but it's
Okay.
not. It's red like it is, but it's not.
Yeah.
But it is ghost spice, so there's that.
I freaking hate that. Oh, that drives me. I don't even touch spice in Haga Basin anymore because I've just run into that so many times. I can't believe they haven't fixed that yet.
And what's crazy is soon as I shot off one of the compactor charges, a worm popped.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's glitched as can be. Like,
Yeah.
and so I will say, Jesus gave me a pair of the Tarl boots, which are absolutely fantastic.
Oh, the soft step boots, you mean?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah, I'll be excited to find a spice note of my own and see how much of a difference they make, but I haven't had a chance yet because I'm still trying to get stuff back and
Yeah.
get distracted. I
Man.
hate how I can't use my vehicle tool in the like guild areas.
What tool?
The vehicle recovery tool. Like I can't put away my scout.
Oh, in like guild bases?
No, so I'm in a Harkonnen spot.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah, the house areas.
And
Yeah.
I can't use it in the house area. That annoys me.
I didn't even know that. That was a thing. It's good to know. Oh yeah, you know what? I experienced that the other night in an Atreides stronghold. I wondered
like,
why that
why
was.
does-
Yeah.
Yeah, why does that not? Why does that make sense though? Like,
They
why
they
is that
yeah they
important?
they changed that. It wasn't like that before. I don't know why they did that.
Okay.
Maybe it's because they're PvP areas.
Well, not the ones in Haga Basin.
They are. Yeah, the ones in Haga bases, and if you're in a Harkonnen stronghold or an Atreides stronghold, it's PvP. It should show red on your bar above your
No, this
compass.
one goes green. It says no combat.
Oh, you're in the rift area, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
That's why. Yeah, because those aren't. Yeah, there's no PV. There's no NPCs there to kill or anything like that. Holy crap! I'm all the way out in I-4. Need to.
So I found the House representative, but I don't know who to talk to turn in the Landsrat stuff.
Okay, so I was confused about this for a long time too. When you're turning in stuff, you need to go to the Landsrad quartermaster. And are your House Atreides, obviously, right? Because you're in this
so in
guild.
Arcane.
Yeah, so no, you don't go to Arrakeen. You go to the House Atreides quartermaster, who is in Haga Basin, on the edge of that, on the shield wall there.
Yep. I know exactly where she's at. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I remember talking to her and she's like, "You don't have the right." I'm like, "What do you mean?"
that's right. Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's the main building, and then there's that like sort of landing pad like further out.
Yep.
It's on that landing pad. I think it's a I think it's a
Dang
dude.
it.
and you talk to him, and that's where you hand in the stuff. And then when you want to claim the reward for handing in the stuff, then you got to go to the individual house representative wherever they are. And,
Interesting. So it
and
makes you
that's
fly
where
all over the place. And
kind
you do a bunch of them.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
I thought it when you click.
Well, the nice thing
escape,
is, like, if you like, let's say you want to hand in like 10 suspensor belts, 300 ship manifests and stuff like that, and do it all in one. You could do it all in one spot, and then you just got to fly out to the individual representatives to get your rewards.
Yeah. When you hit escape and there's that top little bar on the bottom left that says rewards, I thought you would push that and then the game would give you everything.
Oh, yeah, that'd be nice, but no. That'd be handy.
There's several nicety things that I don't understand why the game makes them the way they do. I don't understand why you can't go to your thief's subconsole and change every item in your, like, in that area to whatever, like, whether you want it to be owner, co-owner, guild, like friends.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you can't do it from that single point. Instead, you have to do them all individually.
Yep, there's a lot of quality of life stuff that I'm sure they're gonna implement in the future. But yeah, yeah. I also, I don't know, my opinion on that kind of stuff, like quality of life stuff, is I usually err on the side of, like, don't make the game too easy.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like the fact that you have to travel around and go visit other places and talk to different people to get stuff. I feel like just pushing a button in the menu to get your rewards I just feel like it's too easy.
What I will say is,
I'm one of those guys who really loved classic WoW because you had to actually, like, type in looking for group, and, like, you had to travel to places. You get together to do your dungeon, you got to fly there. And
did you ever play Final Fantasy 11?
No, I didn't.
It was one of the slowest paced games that you'd ever find.
Yeah.
But you had to work hard for everything you did. There was no fast travel.
Yeah.
Unless you had to pay in-game currency that you had to earn for it.
Yeah.
Just like WoW, when you were flying from place to place, except it was a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
But like when you got to where you were trying to be or you were going to get, like, it was super satisfying. Whereas, like, all the easy fast travel options and stuff like that, like, I'm so happy right now I can't just teleport from my base to my deep desert base.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that would be fun.
Yeah.
But some of the quality of life, like making me not hit hold E to manage every individual item and be able to change it from to owner.
Yeah.
That's not something that I think is game breaking.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like enrichment breaking.
Yeah.
Adding in hey, you're hitting a build cap, so you need to start figuring out how to better manage the stuff that you built. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but
yeah, exactly.
but fantastic.
Well, that way you can't just spam, like, basic generators.
Correct.
You actually have to, build the higher tier stuff.
Which means you have to farm higher tier things and pay attention to how much of, this, that, and the other thing that you have.
Yeah.
Turning in those busted up daggers worked.
Oh, great. That's good to know. Yeah, that's good to know.
So concretely, absolutely worked. And it gave me 2,600 experience for towards that.
Nice.
So I guess that's I will get at least 10K out of it, and that's way more than I would have sold those daggers for. So good to know. What are the? I'm actually gonna start looking at rewards really quick and be like, what do I want to? Like, what is a plasma cannon?
Plasma cannon? I've never heard of that. Sounds cool though.
Yeah, House Rubi, maybe the T's silent. If you turn in 10.5K worth of spice infused aluminum dust.
Yeah.
There's a plasma cannon on there.
Huh. I is that a las gun? Like, I don't know. I'll have to Google it.
No.
I would Google it if I wasn't like out in the PvP zone, like
I-
farming
I'll Google it
titanium.
right now.
I don't want to take my eyes off what I'm doing because I know as soon as I do that, I'm gonna start taking rockets.
It looks like a las gun. No, it fires superheated darts.
Oh. Is it a heavy
Um,
weapon, like for a trooper?
A heavy weapon. It's a Vulcan cannon that fires superheated darts.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah.
At a medium distance, high rate of fire, large mag size.
Is
longer
it is
reloads.
is that MK6 or Tier 5?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't know from this website that it tells me. I think it's a bad. Did it open its own? Or is it not letting me? I hate when Met. It wouldn't let me hit back. It just kept it like locked into that page.
Okay.
I hate it when web pages do that.
Yeah.
But you know, ads and money and stuff.
Yep.
Man, this one doesn't say what tier it is either. No way. So it says it's energy type damage. Has a rate of fire of 315 RPM. There's no way it does 113 damage per shot at that.
I mean, if that's what it says. That's what it says.
That would feel broken though. Like the rate at which you could eat through somebody. What's the shield damage? The shield damage has to be much lower. This doesn't tell me what tier it is either. Yeah, that. Oh, the shield damage is 40. So you want to think 20 rounds.
But at that
Would
rate of
drop.
fire, you could stagger somebody pretty easily too.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, the power consumption is super high though. It's 210.
Oh, that's right. It'll draw from your power pack because it's an energy weapon.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It is a tier 6.
Nice.
But that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's so many things that I haven't been exposed to in the game too, where it all still feels like brand new and shiny.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm still learning. I'm like 300 hours in and I'm still learning things.
Oh, here's a pretty easy one. There's a House Wallash, where a full Spencer belt will give you almost 1,200 points. Nothing looks too shiny. So still suit gloves, but tie, fluid efficient pistol pumps, Reaper gloves, and their heavy armor swatch.
Yeah, I don't wear heavy armor and I don't wear still suits, so yeah.
Do you carry a Hydra, whatever, on you at all times?
A leader, John? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I might switch to do that because right now I wear like light armor for head, hands, and boots, and I've got a steel suit on my main body.
Yeah, I go full light armor just for PvP purposes, and just even in PvE, your survivability just goes up. You can take more hits, and then of course you get the dash stamina bonus. Yeah, you get the stamina bonuses with the light armor, which is huge for me because I'm Swordmaster.
So I have a question. When I turned in my my daggers, the goal amount, the global number didn't increase.
I don't think you have to worry about that. I'm sure it'll go. I don't know if it does it like instantaneously. But
Well, so it refreshed 3 seconds ago. Um,
okay.
because there's a running clock on it. So I'm wondering if the guild that claims it has to complete it,
before
and
you
we
get
can
the
earn
reward.
and we can earn points towards the reward for ourselves, but we don't get like it doesn't get claimed and actually completed by us.
That's right. Yeah,
like
you can still
trades.
contribute and get the rewards, but the guild who actually claims it and completes it gets the Landsrad voting power, I think.
Well, right.
I think
But
that's how it
saying,
works.
I'm saying I don't think because like these other ones, they're like 77,000 out of 70 or like 80,000 out of 70. This one should read 72,628, but I've watched it refresh like 4 times now, and that number's not increasing, even though I turned in the points after it was already completed. So I'm thinking how the mechanic works to make it more difficult to win the Landsrad is that a specific guild has to claim whatever like house Landsrad contract, and that guild is the only one that can contribute to the 70,000 points, and if they don't hit it, then we don't get it. But once they win it, then we can actually like contribute to and earn the rewards from it. I think that may be how it works, but I'm not obviously not sure.
The only way to find out is to go to the representative and see if you can claim your reward. Because if you went to the quartermaster, handed all the stuff in, and you've contributed like 14,000 points or whatever it is of stuff to get your reward, you should be able to claim that reward even if your guild hasn't claimed the task, right?
So I'll be able to claim it. I'm not concerned about that because the guild that like initially claimed it already hit the 70k goal amount. So I think I'm fine for mine.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for like Mika Roll. I think that when a guild from Atreides claims this one, if they haven't hit that 70k bonus yet, anything that I do as turn-ins for it won't contribute to their 70k balance that they need to hit to claim it. That's what I mean.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense that if a guild is going to claim one of those tasks, then the guild is going to be responsible for getting it from 0 to 70,000.
Correct. Yeah, I think that's how it works.
Anyone else can still hand their stuff in. If they get 14,000 points, they'll be able to claim a reward, all that stuff.
Yeah, right.
But if the guild wants voting power, or they want to contribute to actually getting the win for the Landsrad that week, then then they have to. If they're going to commit to one of the Landsrad tasks, then they got to complete it.
I mean, the nice thing is we're set up if we claim Talagari and Ekaz, then we will have stopped Harkonnen from even being able to get a Landsrad.
Yeah.
Because we'll just have every possible 5-space connection.
Yeah. So what happens if a guild like an Atreides guild claims one?
My guess it's
but doesn't complete it, right? And like, can the Harkonnen claim it as well and like beat them to it? Like, how does or if Atreides hasn't completed it by a certain amount of time, does it go back to neutral and then the Harkonnen guild can claim it? Like, I'm not sure how any of that works.
My bet would be that both guilds, both houses can claim each individual one, and it's a race to see who finishes first. That's just my guess.
Yeah. That would make sense. Yeah, Harkonnen and Atreides can. Oh, that is making sense because that's right, and then it doesn't show green as claimed until the guild is actually the guild who's actually, completed the task is completed. That's right, because the other ones are showing yellow. The ones that are showing yellow are probably being competed between Harkonnen and Atreides guilds, and whoever completes it first is going to get it. That's right. Okay, that makes more sense.
House Lindaren. If you turn in House Rapiers, you can get pincushion boots.
Lindaren. Let's see here. Which one is that?
Far right, second down,
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
and it's 840.
Oh,
per House Rapier.
yeah, pincushion boots. Yeah, I already got those, but I'll take another one. Hell yeah, because I'll be wearing those because that's pincushion is basically the light armor meta right now.
Well, that's what Cap told me to go for.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey, you need to get into those PvP testing stations because they're gonna have pincushion mats." He's like, "I hit like 4 of them, and I have all but one piece of the gear."
Yeah. He needs the boots.
Okay.
So if I were captain, I'd be hitting the Lindaren one. So what is that? Deliver House Rapier? Yeah, those will be easy to make.
Yep.
Those are just
Easy.
pretty much aluminum,
Super
right?
easy.
Yeah.
They're 12 aluminum and carbide scraps. Is really like for me, that's what is the hard piece.
Yeah.
I can make them right now.
Yeah.
Let me see if I've got any busted up ones.
If
and
you're
I'll make some.
you're not sure what you're gonna go for your end game PvP build, right?
I'm not positive, but I prefer wearing light armor. But I'm not positive, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you're gonna go light armor, you want pincushion. For right now, anyways. But it's to me, it's the meta.
Okay.
Just because you get the extra protection from darts, light and heavy darts. They're really good armor, plus plus light dart mitigation and heavy dart mitigation.
Let me do the math.
And then your regular MK6 blade mitigation that comes with wearing light armor.
Yeah. I'm surprised that just seems like such an easy one. Well, actually, it is. They've got 82,000 out of 70, so that makes sense because it's so easy to hit. So you need 12 and a half, so you need 13 turn-ins in order to get the pincushion boots.
Okay.
Yeah, my limiting factor is carbide scraps for sure. Well, that makes sense. I have spent very little time in the Masquerade area, so like the Domidine dust and carbide scraps are my 2 lowest resources.
Yeah. Well, it's been kind of an uneventful night, but I've been making bank on titanium and stravium this whole time.
Nice.
So I guess I can't
Very
complain.
nice.
Didn't get shot at once. My assault's still fully intact. Can't complain. per our conversation earlier about like buggies and ground combat and stuff, I really hope they do change the deep desert in a way that makes it more viable to bring like ground vehicles. Because like, yeah, like there's just no getting around the deep desert in a buggy right now. It'd be nice if they had more areas where the worms don't go, so you could like actually like have you can run ground convoys instead of just air convoys.
Yeah. I mean that would be as simple as
you could
putting
have
a large spice field near a series of islands that would accommodate a ground war.
Sure, yeah.
But
yeah, and have more rocks and more more paths to like get around the deep desert on ground.
yeah.
And I never use it anymore, but I miss the sand bike. I'd be really cool to build like a nice MK6 sand bike and just boogie around on that thing in the deep desert. That would be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, the combat right now is just kind of limited to ornithopters, and that's it. Even though they have the buggy with the rocket launcher attachment on it, like, but who's gonna use that in the deep desert? Like nobody. Like you're never gonna have a buggy around.
Can infantry rockets actually lock on and target ornithopters?
I've heard that they don't lock on. But I don't. I can't. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think they're locked on.
Because you can hide pretty well, as a person in terrain and sneak about. Like that could be a way of at least having something you could do against an ornithopter. If you could get off like some 6 or 7 locked on rockets and at least scare somebody enough where that way they can't just camp you for 20 minutes and be a douche.
Yeah. Yeah, my game is lagging like crazy coming into Haga Basin right now. Yeah, my ping's jumping.
Rip.
Can you hear me okay? I wonder if it's something on my end.
I can hear you just fine without your issue.
Yeah, I think it's the game.
Oh, that's weird. I got way more than... It gave me extra contribution for turning in those house rapiers.
Oh, okay.
I didn't need to turn in 13. It gave me over 1,000 apiece when it tells me that I get 840 per. I don't know what that's about.
Oh, a bug that works in your favor. That's what that's about. It's nice when that happens.
Well, yeah, it means you might only need to make 10 or 11 instead of 13.
Yeah.
But 13 was an easy and safe number. Well, I just got hit with some lag. I was trying to drink water and I couldn't drink anything.
Hmm.
And then all of a sudden it was all gone.
Alright, one sec, I'll be right back. lugging all this ore back and forth from Haga to deep desert to Haga. I don't want to use Captain's refinery, or else I'll just suck up all his water.
I mean, you could also just make a water trip and dump a bunch back in. You know, I mean, it's not a.
Well, it takes like if I want to like make like 600 plastanium, that's like 750k water.
Yeah, deplete pretty much everything that's there.
Yeah, I ain't lugging that in liter, Johns. It ain't gonna work. So, because Kath and I were talking about this, like doing a guild setup for and refining ore in the deep desert. Like refining spice is doable because it doesn't take so much water.
Yeah, it's only 75k per 10,000.
Yeah.
Spice to get the 200 Mirage.
Yeah. But the plastanium is just too water intensive. So like the water logistics are just crazy. So it could be done, but we would need, like, we're talking like 3 to 4 mil water. A coordinated like guild effort could pull that off.
Yeah, so I was talking with him a little bit too. I was like, if we had everybody in the guild carry an assault full of equipment out,
yeah, that
could be a reality.
That's what we need to do. Yeah, if we.
But we need that level of commitment from everybody.
That's right.
Which, dude, that's a easy. I'm here for that all day.
Yeah.
But yeah, not everybody would be.
I think it's coming. I think a lot of people like the game's still pretty new. Everyone is still like slowly gearing up and getting to tier 6 and getting into the deep desert and like stockpiling a certain amount of their own resources. And I feel like once we breach that threshold where everyone's comfortable with what they have and what they can do individually, I think you're going to start seeing a lot more guild activity.
Yeah, I will say the amount of effort it takes to get to that point, though, especially like, I mean, I would probably be there right now if I didn't have those 4 bug wipes, like those full wipes.
Yep.
I'd probably be there right now.
Yep.
But because of that, I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I think after this week, I'm going to be done like grinding for myself, and I think all my time is just going to go into the guild. Because
nice.
I'm pretty happy with where I'm set up at this point. Like, I can lose an ornithopter; it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
I want to stockpile of some more melange and some more plastanium. I want to build a carrier. And then once I'm done that, then yeah, like I can literally just spend an entire day running around in my buggy in Haga Base and making duraluminum and then delivering it to the guild base. No problem doing that. And then things like coordinating a guild trip to build the HQ out in the deep desert.
Yep.
Everyone flies out in assaults with storage. We all bring the industrial pumps, the silicone blocks, the duraluminum to make all the water cisterns and get all the wind traps up and
Well, it's like, and the nice thing is we only have to collect everything once. Once it's done, it's done.
That's right.
We just recycle the resources.
Yeah. You tear it down and you haul it all back to the guild base, right? And then after that, it's just like literally just taking it out of storage, throwing it in the assault, and going again the next week.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah. So it's a heavy lift the first time, and then it's just moving the material.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is easy day.
Yeah. It's just you need that guild commitment and that coordination, and
that was actually.
Our guild was really small for a long time. We just did not like.
Sure.
We're just starting to like get to numbers that are like half decent. Yeah. So I think, but that all that stuff is gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's just gonna take a little bit more time. I don't think it's gonna happen this week, but I think maybe next week or 2 weeks from now, we'll definitely be like refining. Like we'll be doing guild runs of.
Yeah, it'll be far more efficient.
Crawling and stuff like that.
And everybody will be able to just roll into the hub.
Yeah.
Run it. I mean, and we might actually get to the point where we have multiple like large
refineries,
ore refineries and spice refineries. But I would say you guys have done great so far.
Yeah, we've been getting like I started the guild. And it was early days. I recruited like maybe like 3 or 4 people. It was so hard, nobody wanted to join a guild. Everyone wanted to play solo at that time. And then I saw that Rubi Ka was recruiting, and I said, you know what, screw it. I'll join these guys, and instead of being a leader, I'll be a follower. And and it's worked out. Like, we've been slowly growing. I brought all the guys from my guild into Rubi Ka, and yeah, it's worked out.
Man,
It's been fun.
I wish I could get my friend group to play this, because like, I mean, but our history is we all played like early Call of Duty together,
Yep.
and then we played Rainbow Six Siege for literally the past decade.
Yep.
But all of them, except for like a couple, are like PvP fiends.
Yeah.
And so like every time we would go into something, we would make a clan, call it Merc Nation, and then we would roll out, and like our goal was to merc people. Like that's
Yeah. Yep.
So it's like I think we would fit well in the direction that Dune is headed.
Yeah. Yeah,
But frankly,
we need some savages in this guild. We need some PvPers. I'm definitely a PvPer. We need we need some more PvP. 100%.
I'm working on being risk tolerant instead of risk adverse.
That's right. Wait, and that goes to my point I was saying earlier. Like, yeah, like it's gonna take a little time for people to like get to a comfortable place. And then, but once they're there, like we're gonna have the majority of the guild at that point. People are just gonna be lining up left, right, and center to do guild stuff. Yeah,
absolutely.
We're still early days in this game, and so I think a lot of people are still playing solo. So I think as that starts to change, people will start wanting to join guilds. We're gonna recruit more people. The people that are here are gonna be set up so that they're not so risk averse, and then then the real fun starts. I mean, the whole thing is fun, but like the real end game PvP, fight for resources thing starts, and that's going to be just exponentially more fun.
I've got a question for you. What does it take to make a missile for an infantry?
Yeah, I think it's like two duraluminum, a fuel cell, and something else. Yeah, like it's not a whole lot.
Okay, because I keep seeing missiles on the market on my server for 100 Solari a piece.
Yeah.
So like I can buy 250 for 25,000 Solari.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking like, is that worth it to not burn 500 duraluminum? And my thought is yes.
It's up to it depends on how fast you can farm duraluminum, and do you want to spend the time doing that, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can farm 25k Solari in, I don't know, like 25-30 minutes.
Yeah, there you go.
Just from chest rotations.
Then there's your answer. Yeah, and it's probably more fun too to run around doing PvE content than to just be running around your buggy,
right,
zapping iron nodes or aluminum nodes. Yeah.
Well, I'm a crafter by nature, so that stuff I actually typically enjoy, but
Same.
I don't like it if it is the only thing I do.
Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, I enjoy everything in this game, whether it's like farming or PvP or the PvE Like, I love it all.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how to play the market. Like that's actually probably my biggest goal, my like most important goal to me right now.
Yeah.
I want to figure out how to start making massive Solari off the market, and then once I can start doing that and identify how to do that, then I can start, I don't know, just being me, normal me.
Yeah, I think rockets is a good way to go. Selling rockets, they're always going to be in demand. Most PvPers don't like doing all the farming crap. They just want a PvP. So if you can sell to them
so they'll take
the stuff that they need,
yeah.
the stuff that they need, then yeah.
Can you sell the aircraft rockets?
I've never tried, but I don't see why not.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you should be able to.
There's missile and then there's rocket, but I have never seen anything listed for rockets.
There you go. There's a market.
1,000%. I might actually, yeah. Nice. Yeah, because I would absolutely love to stop selling kind of petty things and get into a rhythm, sell just a commodity.
Yeah.
Because listing and then it doesn't sell, and then lowering the price and then it doesn't sell, or it does sell, or
Yeah.
I mean, on rare occasions, I had a do first best sell for like 75K, and I was like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
that was nice, but it's rare.
Yeah, the market's been really hit or miss for me too.
Well, that and it's flooded with specific items, and then it's lacking significantly with other ones. And,
Yeah.
but do you drop your missiles when you die, like you would drop your?
That's a good question because I still haven't built my rocket launcher yet, and I haven't used
right.
one, so I don't know. I can't imagine you would drop your missiles.
Jesus was telling me that you can.
'Cause you don't-
almost always you can one shot one of the big guys with a rocket.
Not in
I'm
the
like,
deep
okay, it'd be
desert.
nice.
Maybe in
He
Haga
was
Basin.
saying
Yeah.
He was saying in the A stations.
Yeah,
that
those
you
guys
could-
those guys are easier. Yeah, they're more like they're like shield wall Haga Basin level. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like out in the testing stations, like in the PvE, PvP zone, and like anything beyond A, yeah, you're not going to be able to pull that off with a single rocket.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, if I was hitting
Missiles are
shooting a
still
player
great though.
doing splash damage, yeah, to others.
Yeah. Yeah, rockets are still good. They are very good. Yeah, or missiles, I should say. Yeah. Yeah. I think I got one more load to haul back to Haga Basin, and then when I get back there, I might just build my rocket launcher. Since we've been talking about it, I should just build it. I got the mats for it. I just got to build it.
Yeah.
Like right now, like I go into the deep desert, I have like my scatter shotgun, and I have like a drill shot, plus I have my pulse knife, and then I have like my las gun, and then like it's like do I really want to bring a missile launcher too? And I probably should really,
Yes,
but
he said he just keeps it in his inventory because he never drops it, and
Yeah.
then he switches to it if he wants to use it. But
yeah.
What drill shot do you use?
I got an MK6 Unique that I bought when the Special Weapons Landsrad thing was up.
Okay.
I'm in the world map right now, but I'll pull it up when I get to the deep desert here in a second.
I mean, that you're good. That gives me enough. I don't have access to it right now.
Yeah.
So it's not like a Regis one that I could craft or something.
No, this is a really good one. You can only get from the Landsrad vendor when Atreides wins.
Man, I feel so sketchy about bringing out my best equipment just because I've gotten full wiped like 4 times in the last 7 days.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't blame you.
Like, not because I'm dumb, not
That's fine. Take a week to recoup from your losses, and don't take any risks, and take it slow, and yeah, and then when you feel ready, then go out and bring your good shit, PvP, do whatever you know.
Well, it's like I'm not even talking about like I feel way more comfortable bringing the best I have into a PvP encounter than I do like a farming encounter.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Because of
Just
the
because
worm.
of your luck with the worm.
Just-
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's been brutal. Yeah.
I really need to rebuild my base, but that's like my least favorite thing to do.
Oh, I love base building. That's like my favorite thing to do.
I don't. Not
Yeah.
even. I'm like, look, I just want it to plop down and be functional.
Yeah.
I don't care what it looks like.
Yep.
The end. And
Yep.
yeah.
Oh no, mine's got to be a masterpiece.
There's a guy on my my server. He's I built next to him, and at first I was brand new to the game, and his looks enough like a like being modeled after one of like a Pinnacle Station or Anvil or something like that. And I was like, man, is this like some unique high end? I'm in the last zone, like Pinnacle Station, and the front door opens when you walk up to it. So I was like, okay, cool. I walk in there, there's nothing in there. And I'm like, no, this is probably like somebody's building.
Yep.
And then I walk out, and the first thing he starts talking to me about is how bad my base looks.
Yeah. Yep.
And I'm like, dude, I don't care, but
yeah. Some people just like a box.
Yep.
Not me. Mine's got to be a fashion statement every time. Even my deep desert base, I built it in Haga first, and then I Solido replicated it. So now I just when I run out to the deep desert, I just plop it down.
Yeah, see, I made one of those, and it has never come out of its storage box.
Yeah.
Because I just don't care. That's not.
Well, why bother if you're just gonna build a box, right? If it's just a box, you just build a box that doesn't require.
I mean, it would be easy to copy somebody else.
Yeah.
But then I'd be like, copied somebody else. I should be creative myself. Like,
I thought about
I don't have
I thought about selling some of my stuff on the market, like the Solidos, but then I'm like, do I really want someone else? Like, do I want to be flying around the deep desert and see someone else with my fucking base? Like, I don't know. So
imagine if you could toggle it like Haga Basin only, because the chances of you finding it on your server somewhere are very slim.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe then. But is it, if you were to do that, would they like look at the individual Solido and then be able to see what it looks like?
Yeah, so when you go into the Chom exchange right now, like an Airkeen,
okay,
and you tab over and find the Solido replicators, there's a button on the right-hand side that says Preview, and you click it, and then it shows you exactly what the base looks like, fully built.
That's wild. On my server, there are none for sale. 0.
Oh, so is the Chom exchange?
I think it's
Katrina
server by
3
server.
wide, or is it siege by siege?
I don't know the answer to that, but actually, you know,
it's got to be server, because there's no way, like, all that stuff that I'm looking at when I go to Airkeen is through the siege alone. It's likely that when you went in there, it happened to be that nobody was selling Solido replications of their bases.
But I've never seen one for sale, and I've been there maybe 100 times.
Oh.
I've been there a lot. Like, it's funny because I keep thinking, like, I don't need to click on this anymore, but I still click on it every time because I check everything, because it's probably a little bit OCD where I'm like, I have to click on it every single one to see what the lowest price is for everything, to see if I can find a steal. Then that's how I found that Spice Melange.
Yeah. I should probably do that more often.
Well, I think it was an absolute fluke, but it worked in my favor.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're probably right. Somebody was like, "F this game, I quit. No more.
Yeah.
Just burying everything."
I've had those moments, man. There was one day I was just like, fuck that. I got grief like I lost my 3rd ornithopter in like 3 days, and I was just like, fuck this game, man. I'm so done. And then of course I came back the next day.
Yep, I had a full wipe like 3 days ago, and then the full wipe today, and it was right after we have a conversation about like glitching out around ships.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I've been using them just fine this whole time. Like, I get like it's glitchy, but I've been able to get around it really easy. And I was carrying another full load on my scout, and I'm like, it sucks too because I had refined resources in there, and I was headed back to base.
Yep.
Like, I had
That's a huge bummer.
Yeah, so I lost Plastanium, I lost Stravidium, I lost Spice, I lost Yeah, that was kick in the teeth, but here we are.
This
Now I'm
game
trying
can
to
be
decide
brutal.
what I want to do. What's funny, normally it's the PvP that can be brutal. Here it's not that as much, even though that can be like it. But the full wipes are by far worse.
Yeah.
The worm deaths, man.
Were you around for the week where nobody could get in or out of the deep desert on like Sunday and Monday, right before the Coriolis storm?
I remember people complaining about it, but I had not been in the deep desert yet. I hadn't gotten that far.
I was in and I had like a ridiculous amount of spice sand in the deep desert, and I couldn't get into the deep desert to get it out. And
did you get fully reimbursed for it?
No, and a lot of people didn't. I didn't put in a ticket.
You should have.
I should have.
Yeah, you absolutely should have.
I should have, but I didn't.
I think you still should.
Yeah.
In my honest
worth
opinion,
it.
I think you still should. And because like Squanchy said that he was going to put in a fake ticket, and I'm like, cool, whatever. Like I didn't understand what he was saying when he said that.
Yeah.
But if Karen actually did put in a fake ticket and got reimbursed all of that because they had no way to check the logs, then 1,000% you should put it in there.
Yeah.
And like maybe they can legitimately go back now and look at the logs.
I find it hard to
right.
believe they gave Karen 13K melange, like he says.
Right.
I think he
Well, I mean-
probably duped it. If he has that, he probably duped it.
Even if that's the case, I do know
crazy.
that there were other people that were like, hey, I finally got reimbursed. I think Freya was one. I think, who was that other person? It was somebody else. I mean,
Yeah.
or I guess maybe it could be that Karen group trying to just stir people up, and nobody actually got reimbursed.
Yeah.
And then so everybody would kind of hate the game.
He could be totally
But-
just trolling people. Yeah, like the kid,
Yeah.
you don't trust anything Karen says, right? I just always assume that the guy's fucking lying.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's why I don't trust. Anytime like a spice area is announced in the middle of the day, I don't trust it.
Yeah. Yeah, especially by Karen. And I don't know why people do that. Like I even in the mornings, I've noticed sometimes people will start like announcing where all the spice locations are popping. I'm like, why are you doing this? You guys are idiots.
Correct.
Stop it. Like,
Correct.
it's bad enough
Why
that
are
you
you
got like 12 people on the field trying to farm it and the worms going crazy, but like now you're also calling the griefers to like your location. Like you're just dumb.
Yep.
Just stop it. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, I'm like, you're literally asking people to come hunt you down when you
Yeah.
go to a place.
Yeah.
Or you're trying to gatekeep everything by letting like the Karens know where the things are,
Yeah.
which is just as bad or worse.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
don't be a Karen groupie.
Yeah. Yeah, there are. I've noticed there are a few Karen sycophants out there, but I'm definitely not one of them.
Yeah, I'm caring about people too much to be Karen.
Yeah, that's right.
So-
That's right. Yeah. I have a sense of honor and dignity. I love PvP, but I'm not gonna be a griefer. That's just not
Yeah.
not my style. I would totally grief Karen though.
Yeah, I mean, but that is different. It's
Yeah.
fundamentally different
Yeah.
at this point. You're like, it's not griefing when they earned it.
That's right. It's not grieving when it's Karen.
Yep.
That's just justice. That's what that is.
Yeah, that was my thing. I was like, I would love to bunker his base, and then like do it 5 times in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Or down them and
Just-
just camp them and yeah.
Well, it'd be the same concept of what he does, in PvP, just to a structure,
Yeah.
or maybe to him and a structure. Like.
Yeah.
I do wish? I do wish my shield could cover my vehicle, but at like a reduced rate, so that I'm not just getting shot in the side of the head when I'm farming all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice, wouldn't it?
It doesn't seem out of the realm of like possibility,
No.
or like even in game. Aren't there shields around the ornithopters, or no?
In the lore and in the books and the movies, like they completely avoid shields, like out in the open desert,
Okay.
because they attract the worms.
Oh, attract the worms. Yeah,
The
yeah.
only time they really use them is like in safe areas, like on rocks and stuff like that. Like, which is exactly how it is in the
Right.
game. Yeah. Yeah.
You're right.
And I don't. Did they even? I don't know. In the movies, do they have shields around? Yeah, I don't think they had shields around their structures or their.
No, they had massive shields. I thought around the cities.
Yeah, that's right. And
But
technically,
they were
you would
always
have. Yeah.
they were tucked into the mountains.
Yeah.
So I don't think it was because like that was considered
So they
a
wouldn't
safe,
attract the worms. Yeah, that's right.
non-worm area.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that being because like Harkonnen sabotaged an Atreides whatever to blow up the.
Yeah, they brought their
take
shields
over the
down.
area.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I actually have been thinking about rewatching the movies recently because I don't remember them that well. And since I've been playing the game, I think it just makes sense.
Yeah.
I've decided to I need to farm more duraluminum because I don't have enough to really be sufficient, and I need to dump enough into making a replacement vehicle to give Santa
Yep.
an ornithopter back. But yeah, the aluminum portion is what really takes that's the heavy load. That's actually the hardest part, which is just wild.
Yeah.
I would, in my brain, I'm think like as the things get harder to make and more like tier 6s should be more difficult to refine. But I almost think they take the same amount of time as aluminum does. Aluminum's like the barrier resource almost.
Yeah. Yeah, the aluminum does take a while to process.
Yeah, it's 30 seconds on a medium refinery. It's
Yeah.
30 seconds per ore, and then it's a 1-to-7 ratio, which is just trash.
Yeah.
Which I can't believe it's worse than the tier 6, but I don't know. They designed it that way for a reason.
Yeah, in the large
Actually-
ore refinery, it's 4. You need 4 aluminum to make
Correct.
one.
Yeah. I bet though they did that because it's the high end, the entry level to the high end resource in Haga Basin, so it still needs to feel expensive to craft if
Yeah.
people don't want to go into the PvP zone the way they originally made it.
Yeah.
I bet that's why. But buggy, I don't have enough space there. Dang it, I'm running out of storage space again. I need to drop off this cobalt paste.
Well, I'm gonna log for a little bit. I think I'm gonna take a little break, maybe go for a walk, maybe a run or something, and then I don't know. I might be back on. We'll see. I'll be back on maybe in like an hour or two or something like that.
Cool.
But yeah.
See you when I see you.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out for now.
Either way.
Yeah. All right, dude. Have a good time. See ya.
Yeah, you too.